guys, welcome to today's video. It's going to be an informative one. I feel like I haven't done a just sit down chill video in so long, and this is literally how my channel used to be. I love the vlogs. We're bringing back the hauls soon, but I did want to just throw back in some informational videos. This one is actually sponsored by Modern Fertility. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen a sneak peek about it, but basically they just have a hormonal test, and it's actually to figure out your fertility. But I was like, I am always wondering how my hormones are affecting my fitness, especially since I am on birth control. I know everybody may not be, but my hormones are, doing whatever they want now at this point, now that I am taking a hormonal birth control. I've been taking one for years, but I have switched from so many, and I finally found one that I liked. And so I was like, I would actually love to partner with them and figure out what's going on with my hormones, and as a plus, figure out how fertile I am, which sounds so funny. But I have no idea if I want children, and it would be nice to know now what my chances are, so that if I do decide, I'm not disappointed in the future. So I'll link everything down below in relation to them. You guys can also use my link to get $20 off of your test if you decide you do want to try it out. But I did want to kind of talk about how hormones affect your body, your fitness, your health, and how your body type could be working against you in the way that you're currently eating and training. So this is the box that they sent me. They actually sent me a couple extras as well. They do offer pregnancy tests, and all of this hooks up with an app, which is really cool. And if you've taken a pregnancy test before, like I have actually, fun fact, not a good time, but fun fact nonetheless, then you know how that works. And then we also have ovulation tests, which are actually really nice, especially if you're not on birth control. These can definitely come in handy. Instructions on the side. This one also hooks up with their free app. They give me a cute little just goodie bag. And then here is the box that has the test in it. So I wanted to save this for the video because they did ask me to take the test in the video. So you get everything in this little baggie. I'm just gonna cover up the lab information. And they do actually send you a prepaid shipping label, so you can send everything to them. They give you 2 of the applicators to prick your finger, and you will get your results within 10 business days. So they've got all of your cards that you'll fill out. Sorry, just helicopters, just Atlanta things. Alcohol prep pad. There's some Band-Aids in here because you are pricking your finger. The blood sample return bag. Your biohazard bag. They do have instructions in here. I've never pricked my finger before, so this will be a journey for us both. It tells you when you should test. So if you're on birth control, you can test any day. But if you are not, they do tell you a specific time that you can take the test. It says to extend your arm and let the drops come out, but I don't know. Maybe I don't have how much blood in my hand, so I'm just squeezing my finger so the blood comes down, and it has to come down to this certain line. So I am low-key in pain. My finger kind of hurts, I'm not gonna lie, but it felt fine when I pricked it. Now I'm just like, am I still bleeding? What's going on here? Anyways, I thought I would talk about the body types. There's the ectomorph, the endomorph, and the mesomorph. So I myself am the perfect example of an ectomorph, someone who tends to be leaner, has issues with gaining weight, might have a lower appetite. Hello, me. We have endomorphs. Those are people that tend to hold on to mass more, so they have more muscle, they have more fat, and they have a harder time losing weight. And then we have our mesomorph, which is just your average person, tend to have more of an athletic build. They don't necessarily have issues gaining weight or losing weight. And they kind of have the best of both worlds. I'm a little bit jealous, if I'm being completely honest. It's also helpful to know about your hormones. So I'm gonna throw up the hormones that you'll usually get tested for in a fertility test. And the last one, the LH hormones, are the most important for fertility or infertility because that is the one that releases the egg. so that you can have the baby. So it's good to know what your levels are like on that. When it comes to hormones, a lot of times there are a lot of things that you can do to change your hormone levels so that, you know, you can boost your fertility or whatever it may be, look into IVF, whatever your goals are with it, so that you know, in the future and not you get to this point and then you realize you can't have a baby and you might be at a certain age where it's a little bit harder to, freeze your eggs or something like that. So another hormone that is good to look at is the oestrogen. That is the one that actually has a lot to do with your weight as well as insulin. That is like the number one that usually affects the weight of a person, but your levels of that could be completely messing with your weight, and that's not something that, your daily habits are going to be able to control. So knowing that information can be really, really helpful. So that's really the main reason why I decided to take this test. I wanted to just know what my hormone levels are like. So I'm excited to find out. I think it's going to help me a lot with just my overall health journey. And then, maybe down the road, if I decide I want to have a baby, I'll know, what my chances are. So once you know your body type and you know where your hormone levels are, then you'll just want to think about what your overall goals are, how you're eating right now, and what your training looks like. So when it comes to your goals, manage the expectations. Whatever your goal is, literally cut it in half and reach for 50% of that, because that is something that you can guarantee and it will keep you motivated and the discipline will kick in, when you start seeing some results. If we're being completely honest, it's gonna take some time and you're just gonna have to push through. The motivation is not gonna last forever, but it is something that you can achieve. So just manage your goals. Like right now, a lot of my goals are related to strength. That's stuff that I know that I 100% can reach eventually if I do follow the right programming. So that's something that I'm focusing on. And in terms of getting that strength, I have to eat at maintenance or at least slightly in a surplus. So I just make sure that I am having at least one meal a day that's 500 calories. I have a smoothie in the morning. And then the rest of the day, I can kind of just play it by ear and, just snack it up sometimes. It really depends. I tend to be hungrier on days that I work out versus I don't work out. So I try and have higher calorie days for my exercise days. And then on the other days, I don't have to stress so much. So a big thing that you can do when it comes to eating is focus on your weekly allotted calories, not your daily allotted calories. So if you are trying to eat 1,600 calories a day, multiply that by 7, and then just set your goal for that weekly goal. Most people tend to eat more food on the weekends. If you're someone that drinks alcohol, those are calories too, and it will add up. So you can actually easily put yourself in a surplus, on purpose or by accident. So it is nice to focus on that. And then you don't have to, force yourself to eat, or if there's days where you are hungrier and you're trying to lose weight and you're in a deficit, you don't have to starve yourself. You can just eat a little bit more that day. And then, maybe the next day you might not be as hungry. And the most asked question that I always get are, what exercises should I do? This is gonna be different for every single person, but your body type can actually kind of help you figure out a workout plan. I do have workout plans on my membership site if you want to check them out. And we have meal plans. It's all daily, $13 a month. We have a strength program and a bodybuilding program. But when it comes to the frequency of your training and how often you're training a muscle group, you can look at your body type. So for ectomorphs like myself, to be honest, because I have a hard time gaining weight, my frequency for most muscle groups is I train them at least once to twice a week. Whereas if you're an endomorph, then you're probably going to do a little bit more cardio if you're someone who has, excess fat that you might want to lose, kind of go through a body recomposition type of situation. And you're someone who puts on muscle really, really easily, you're probably only going to have to train that muscle group about once a week. So I would say, you're probably not going to be someone who's doing full body workouts every single day. Obviously, it depends on your goals, but if you do gain muscle pretty easily, you're not going to have to do as much in the gym as someone like an ectomorph. And then for our mesomorphs, those are the people that can basically do whatever they want because they gain and lose weight pretty easily and tend to look pretty athletic. So in their instance, they're probably going to go for more of a just push, pull, split, or if they're doing, you know, powerlifting, whatever it may be, they're not gonna have to do as many accessories as frequently as someone who has a harder time putting on that mass. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned a little bit about hormone health. Definitely check out the link in the description box if you do wanna save $20 on your hormone test. Thank you again to them for sponsoring today's video. It was super fun and it was nice to do something a little different on my channel. If you have any questions about anything, you need help figuring out what your body type is, whatever it may be, leave them in the comments down below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Follow me on my Instagram at lawinwas, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Oh my God, I have to kiss goodbye. I haven't done this in so long. I love you.